So today we're going to talk about what's the biggest mistakes when you're setting up your RV on the campsites. We're going to talk about pretty much anything that you're going to accidentally do wrong, and we're going to talk about why it's wrong. The one mistake people make is they don't first hook up the water and the electric. They'll start unhooking it from the truck, leveling it, start unpacking some stuff, and then they come over to this side because this side is not the side they're seeing, so they're not thinking about it. The reason why you need to do this first, of course, is if you don't have good water coming out, then you can't even camp here. If your electric isn't working, again, you can't camp here. So you've got those two problems. If you unhooked it from the truck, you leveled it, now you have to back all that out and redo it at another site. The first thing I always do is water before electric even, because if you get water in your RV and you make sure that the water's bled up to here, you're getting water through this valve, that means your hot water tank has water in it. You always want to do those steps first because you don't want to hook electric up to the system and then find out that there wasn't water in that hot water tank. If there's no hot water in that, or if there's no water in that hot water tank, and you hook electric up, you can burn an element out and you won't get any hot water. So always do water first. Hook water up, give this a full pop, make sure there's water in your tank, and you're good there. So the next step is make sure you put your surge protector on your campground outlet. That way you can see right away if your campground outlet has the proper amount of electricity and everything's working right. If everything looks good on your surge protector, then plug it up to your RV. Another mistake is, I know these will kind of block your RV from rolling, but you still need a good set of blocks. So yeah, you're using this on one side to level your travel trailer, but this is going to block up the other side and make sure it's not rolling anywhere. So I see people not even buying this because they think that's fine. Buy a good set of blocks because your travel trailer still could roll away. And get a set of rubber ones because you don't want to buy these every year. The rubber ones are going to last a long, long, long time. I'm going to say even 10, 15 years. I don't know yet, but they don't show any wear, and the plastic ones wear out. So invest in a good set of blocks. Another thing is make sure you fill this thing up, maybe 3 inches of deep or 4 inches, and flush it 3 times, and then add your treatment because you don't want to have any dry tank when you're adding that treatment. It ain't gonna do anything if it gets dry. So make sure you flush your toilet 3 times before you add treatment. This is when you arrive at your campground. So I'm going to attach this in the comments. Get yourself a good departure sheet. What this is, it's a checklist that shows all the things you need to make sure you've done, like remove trash, make sure the propane valves are closed, water pump is off, the roof vents are closed, the windows are closed. Just every little thing that you forgot, it's on this sheet. And it just saves you, the hassle of, oh, I forgot to lock the front door. So make sure you get a sheet. I'm going to attach this in the comments, and you'll have it. I have an arrival sheet too. I'll attach that also in the comments, but sadly I never do it because arrival kind of is like boom, boom, boom. Another issue is forgetting to do a walk around. You should do a complete walk around of your RV when you arrive and you depart. That way you can see, oh, I forgot to hook that up, or I forgot to do this. Just do a nice walk around of your entire RV when you arrive and when you depart. So another thing you need to do is make sure you pack enough food on your trip. Figure out how many days you're going to be gone and plan out, how much food everybody's going to eat. So get a pretty good rough idea how much food you're going to need. I always pack a little bit extra. That way you're safe, like 20, 25% extra. Another thing is if you pack too much food, then you got to just haul it back in the house. So just try to pack about maybe 25% extra food. You can always pack extra chips. They'll be fine in the RV. Another mistake people make is they don't make reservations at a campground. They think they can just call up at the last minute and they're all gone. You got to make reservations quick. I know this is, sounds like it's a no-brainer on this one, but people don't make reservations sometimes, so make a reservation. Also, there's some campgrounds that don't allow RVs that are older than 10 years. I'm not a fan of this rule. I don't think it's right, but it's their rule. So when you want to go to a campsite, go to their website, make the reservation, see what the requirements are, and if they say that, go find someone else. So, yep, 10-year rule. Some of them have it. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Not planning your route is another mistake because you need to, see you're not going to be going through a back road with a low bridge area. There's some videos on YouTube showing RVs going through low bridges that are railroad tracks, and they just wipe out the entire top of the RV. So plan your route. Make sure you plan it out. And also another thing I do is I have a little sticker and I have it on the inside of the windshield, and it just says 9 foot 9 4 inches. That way I can see right away, no matter, I'm coming up to that bridge, I can look up top left, 9 foot 4. I'm all good. So get the height of your RV, put a little sticker on the top left of your windshield in your truck that says what height it is. So not following campground etiquettes. These are like, don't walk through someone's campsite. Be courteous. Don't make a bunch of noise. Drive slowly through RV areas. The typical speed limit is like 5 miles an hour through a lot of RV parks. So 5 mile an hour it is. It's not, you're not going a long distance. Just take your time. It's no problem. There's kids playing out there. Another problem is people leave their curtains open at night. And I know this seems a little weird because, your curtains, but when you leave your curtains open or your blinds open, you're shining all your light into someone's bedroom. And just close them in the middle of the night and you won't be bugging them. Oh, that's bugging me though. There we go. Yep, close them in the middle of the night. You won't be shining light into someone's RV. You may be going to bed at midnight. They may be going to bed at 9 p.m. So close those blinds. Being unprepared at a dump site. So there's a little bit of unprepared and there's a little bit of just taking your time. Um, I don't want you to be taking your time too much because there could, if there's somebody behind you, you need to go in there, hook up your dump, pull the black tank, dump it all out, shake the tube, get all that out, pull your gray tank, shake the tube, get all that out, and then unhook and go on your way. If there's nobody behind you, then yeah, you can do a little longer process for it. But if there's people behind you, make sure you just get it dumped and then go. I know the last one was dump and go and move quickly. This one is don't move quickly. When you don't have to move quickly, like around your campsite, take your time. Take your time, walk around your RV, see if you got something. You may have forgot to hook the little gizmo that goes to the back of your truck that tells the brake controller to work. So make sure you take your time, walk around, and make sure everything's right before you leave. Ignoring sounds and signs that something's wrong. So you're in your RV and you hear something ticking or something, or the pump's running constantly. Make sure you listen to these things because there could be something wrong with your water system or electrical systems, or like when you're driving down the road, you could have a flat tire. There's a lot of things you need to just start listening for sounds and signs that something is wrong. And I'm going to show you quickly a sign that a tire is bad and a way you can check without having a tire pressure, one of those wireless tire checkers. So on my RV, I have an orange reflective sticker going across the entire front of the RV. It's level, and what I do is through my rear view mirror, I can see this reflective sticker on the back of the RV, and it's level with my truck. So if I see this sticker not level with the truck, it means I got a flat. So it's a nice, easy way to, without paying for, those $200 tire monitor gauges, those tire monitor pressure kits, you can just buy that sticker and see it through the rear window of your truck. If it's level, it's all good. I wanted to add one more thing to this. That's a big deal. You don't have any maintenance. I don't have to replace batteries on that sticker. I don't have to check to make sure everything's working. It's just a sticker. So no maintenance for that tire pressure monitoring kit.